Let me talk another topic in this CSS cascading style sheet, that is CSS selectors. So if you are able to understand the concept of CSS selector, definitely you can done a very good job in implementation of CSS, because CSS selectors will play a vital role in applying the styles over there. Let me talk a little bit of CSS selectors. So please have a note here that different types of CSS selectors we are having. Universal selector, this is one type. The type selector, ID selector, child selector, descendant selector, adjacent sibling selector, attribute selector, query selector. As part of the syllabus, these are all the different selectors we are having. Apart from, mostly we are going to focus on ID selectors mostly and class selectors. Let me have a look of the first one, ID selectors. ID and class selectors are going to be most in the applications we are going to using. Let me talk with the first one, ID selector. The first one, ID selector is normally used to specify a style for a single unique element. Please remember the word single unique element, means for a single line of the style or a single element we can use ID. How to represent that ID means already we have discussed many times with the help of hash, with hash symbol. Now let me have talk with small examples on this ID selector. In this example, if you closely observe, here the body is started, right? Here the body is started here. Now in this body, somewhere in one of the tag, one of the HTML element paragraph, we are using ID equal to para 1, ID equal to para 1. Now this ID para 1, how you are going to using is, now before that you need to know how to represent the styles. Styles can be represented in between the opening tag and closing tag. The styles like the head starting and ending, body starting and ending, HTML starting and ending. This is opening style and this is closing style. In between this one, we are going to representing our styles. Now let me have, please remember that what is the syntax for CSS? It deals with the selector followed by declaration, right? Again, the declaration consisting of what? It consisting of the property separated with colon, value, and each declaration separated with what? Semicolon. This is first declaration. Second declaration same, property colon value. This is the second declaration separated with semicolon. This is the second declaration. Like this, n number of declaration, one or more declaration, D2, and this is D1. In the same fashion, here selector, this is selector, right? So in this example, this is a style. This is the entire style. Now in this example, what is called as para 1? What is called as para 1? It is selector. Already have seen the syntax, right? Selector followed by what is there in the syntax? Open braces and close braces in the selector, in the syntax itself. Hope if you want, I will look it into this. See the selector here, the selector is there, here the selector, and open braces, close braces. In between the open braces and close braces, we are writing this declaration 1, declaration 2. In the same fashion, here also we are doing the same. So para 1 here is called as selector. Now what type of selector, how you can mention? If you are using in front of that selector name is your wish. You can use para 1, para 2, P1, your name, anything. In front of, if you are using hash, then it is called as ID selector. ID selector, this is because in front of this you are using hash. So followed by open braces here, open braces and close braces. In between that, here we are the declaration. So this is D1 declaration. This is D1. This is D2. Now how the declaration will be? A declaration will be consisting of property and a value. So what is the property here? Text align is the property. And what is the value for that? Center. Center is the value. Both are linked with what? A colon. Right? Separated with what? A semicolon. This is the first declaration. Second declaration, what is the property here? Color. Color is the property. And what is the value? Red is the value. How we are connecting? With colon. How you are going to separating with this? Semicolon. Clear. So how many declarations are there in this style? 2 declarations, because we have 2 semicolons over there. So 2 declarations are there. So this declaration, so this way of declaration will keep in open braces and close braces. For that total block, we are giving a name. That name is called as selector. If you are using in front of that name any hash, then it is called as ID selector. So wherever in the body, if you are using ID equal to the name of the selector, ID equal to para1 means what? The name of the selector. For this text, hello world, it applies that style. What is the style it is applied? That text has to align center. The color has to make as red for this hello world. Now another, you are using another paragraph here. So for this paragraph, only it is directly displaying. This paragraph is not affected by the style because you are not using any ID in this HTML element. Now H1 equal H1 for the H1 tag, ID equal to para1. So this is heading. So this is heading. For this, it is applicable this one. So wherever, for whichever the HTML element, if you are using ID equal to the name of the selector, that is para1, for that element, that style will be applied. If you're not using that ID, by default, it will not be applicable. That is how it is called as ID selector. Right? See the output. This is the output. If you want, I'll just show the output. Here, the output. See, the output look like this. This is the output. Hello world is the center, right? This is heading because this is H1. This is a heading, red color. So this paragraph is not affected by style because it is making align. So this is entirely is a page. Entirely is a HTML page. HTML page. Now this is aligned as center. This is also aligned as center. Apply as a red color, and this is not affected by style. That's why it is normally displaying. Normal. Clear? Now class. Class we can be do here. The class selector. So class is specific to a style. Previously ID is for single or unique element. Now it is a group of elements. For a group of elements, we can apply this class selector. So class selector uses the HTML class attribute, class equal to. We can use the attribute like ID in the previous one. Here we are using class is an attribute. Now if you mention with a dot, if you mention if it's a dot, then it is a class. For ID it is a hash. For class it is a dot. Now in this one, this is a style it is applying. So p dot center. P dot center is nothing but here the name of the selector is class selector because you are using dot. P dot center. So what is the name of the selector? Center. So p dot center in the sense for paragraph it is going to make it as center. So class equal to. How you are using the selector? Class equal to. Instead of ID equal to here class because you are using dot operator. If you are using dot in front of the selector name, then it is called as class selector. And how we are going to using in the elements in the body means just represent with the attribute called as class equal to. Now what is the purpose of using this one is we can use for multiple elements we can apply. Let me talk a little bit of more about the class of selector. So see the example. Here this is a description. You please go through later. A class is a definition of set of styles you can apply over here. But class can be applied to a single type of element as well as for anonymous. Anonymous means multiple elements as well. Now here H1, for H1 tag, it is going to using color. You are going to directly apply. So this H1, H2 dot sum dot any element. So observe these three are the different three examples. Now when you want to not using any sort of the selector directly, if you want to be apply for a particular element, for say for example H1. So if you are keep this H1 style, H1 as the style, what is the name of the selector here? H1 is the name of the selector. Now directly you can use the tag name itself, means directly you can use the HTML name itself. Like for example, if you want to apply for a paragraph, P. If you want to apply for H6, you can use H6. If you want to apply for a image, IMG. directly you can use the selector name as the element name itself. That is the first one. Second, it is h2.sum. h2.sum means it is a class, no doubt about this one. It is applicable for h2. So in the h2 tag, wherever it is there in the h2 tag, h2 dot, this is sum. If you want to go into using this one, h2 dot sum, automatically class equal to, what is the name of the class here? Sum. So automatically it applicable, the color as green, margin left as 60%. Now dot any element. Dot any element means it is an anonymous. Anonymous means whoever going to be using this class equal to any element. The name of the selector here is what? Any element. Whoever going to using that, automatically it is applicable this. But here only for H2, only it is applicable. Only for H2 it is applicable. Now here H1, in this one, no need to be use any ID or no need to be use any class here. Directly if you are using the element in the body H1 directly, it will deflected the color red and border is thin and grow, right? So if you want specifically for a particular tag for a particular element, you can use ID selector as well as you can use class selectors. If you are going to using class selector for a particular element, then you can use the first the element name, like in the previous example p dot center, where p is a paragraph there. Now here for a particular element is h2. h2 for a particular element, if you want apply h2 dot sum, means only for h2, if you are using in the h2 element class equal to sum, then it is applicable, color is green and margin left is 60%. If it is not the case for any type of element, not only for h2 paragraph, h1 maybe bold, or for any image, if you want, you just use as class equal to any element. If you are using class equal to any element, the alignment is a right and color is purple. Like this, we can use different types of selectors. See the example so that you can understand clearly. So in this example, we are mentioning H2 style only. You see the description. The style defined for H1 applies to all H1 elements. All H1 elements means wherever you are going to using H1, for all H1 automatically it applies the style whatever you mentioned in the previous slide. H2 style is only applied when it is explicitly called. Explicitly called means what? H2, in the H2 tag, you want to use class equal to sum. Then only the style will applicable. That is called as H2 dot sum. Okay. When you are explicitly means mention class equal to the name of the class is sum, then only the respective style will be applied. When using H2 class equal to any element, we are using any element is another type of class, anonymous class. You're directly using for H2 as well as you're using for paragraph. If you want for any other element, directly you can use class equal to any element. So for any type of elements, you can use anonymous elements. How you are going to defining anonymous elements? Dot. In front of that class name, you are using dot operator over there. So the dot here indicates here the dot any element. So class equal to any element, it applicable for all. If you are using specific element name here, H2, specific element name, then only explicitly when you are mentioned in the H2 class equal to sum, then only it is applicable only for H2, but not for others. H1 means without specifying any ID class, automatically when you are using the tag name itself, H1 tag name elsewhere, it will be applied, right? So similarly in the division, if you want div class equal to sum, it will be, it is ends with, here the class divisions, when you want to ends with, you can end the H2 over there. So H2 paragraph for any sort of elements you can apply. So inside this H2, the end of the div here, you can apply. For this, the spam class equal to any element. It is also like this. You can apply the no ID selectors, class selectors in the division element, or span ID. In the span also you can apply the ID class, any sort of, for in one line or for multiple lines of text when you want to apply, you can use the div or span. So span is applying for single line text, div is apply for multiple lines of text. So anonymous classes, just now we have discussed about that. Anonymous classes, just specify the name itself here. The name is center. So whenever you are using class equal to center, you can apply for any number of tags. Just mention class equal to center. Automatically this style will be applicable, right? So how to you are going to including the styles? Here is with the help of link, we can apply the external styles. Now we have different types of the style sheets: inline, internal, external. Inline means within the element itself. Within the element itself, you are mentioning style equal to. If you are mentioning style equal to, then it is called as inline. I'll talk about this one. So this is called as, if you are mentioning in the head within the same HTML program, then it is called as inline. If you are save this file, this only style file in a .css file, and if you are making link with your HTML document with the help of link attribute, link tag, with that in the link tag we have a attribute called as href local.css, location.css. If you save that file and link with the help of this href attribute, then it is called as external style sheet. So we have inline, internal, external. Inline means within the tag itself. So instead of class equal to center, you are going to using directly here h1 space style equal to. Style equal to, style is an attribute. Style equal to, directly you can mention within the double quotation, mention this entire style here itself. Then it is called as inline. If you are mentioning in the head, then it is called as internal. If you are save this style in a separate file and save that file as filename.css, and you are linking with the help of link tag with the help of the href attribute, then it is called as external style sheet. So that's the three types of that we'll discuss in next topic. So that's about the CSS selectors. The rest of the selectors as well that talks about the same, but as per the syllabus only we are focusing on ID as well as class selectors. So that's about the CSS selectors. So if you